This is a 1958 Alice Chalmers HD 16 dozer, and we were continuing to use it, but we started having problems with the tracks getting loose and starting to come off track. So in order for us to be able to continue to use this dozer, we got to tighten the tracks. The problem with a lot of these older dozers is they have a threaded type track adjuster, and a lot of them have rusted out with time. So what we're going to be going through here is how to fix the track adjuster so you can once again adjust the tracks and keep using the machine. Now here's the problem that we have, is that this is supposed to be threaded, but over time it had rusted to the point where it's fused, and so we can no longer adjust the track to tighten it. So we're going to have to replace that entire mechanism with a mechanism that we can adjust.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, the first thing we need to do is cut out a little section of this old tensioner there. We're going to take a torch and cut out a section. Now you don't want to cut it all the way at the end because there's a ball on the end here you want to save for future use. So you just want to cut something out of the middle here, and just enough to get you the play you need to get this thing disassembled. Sorry for the brief intermission, but we had a fire under here, and when you're using a torch on old equipment, you always need to have a way to put your fires out close by so you can see the result of that. Anyway, we're going to hopefully finish cutting this without burning up the dozer. I'm going to try to save that end piece there. Right. And you see the tracks fold when we cut it. Torches some more. There we go. And that's the part we're trying to save right there, that little ball that fits into the socket there. Now what we're going to have to do with this ball is we're going to have to do a straight cut. So we're going to have to use an abrasive wheel on a circular saw and cut straight through so we can get a good weld on the end of our nut, the bolt. And these are the replacement bolts right here. So we got to weld that ball on the end of that nut there on the bolt. It's going to end up looking like this when we're done. Now we got to get this fork out of here. So the whole thing slides out. Okay, got it slid out. Now we got to unscrew it, get the old nut out of there. Okay, so that's what we got, and I bought a bolt to match up those thread size to screw in here. Okay, we'll go ahead and start on the reassembly process. Now, ideally, when you buy a replacement bolt, you're going to buy one that's threaded all the way down with no shoulder on it. But this was my only option. It was only threaded down to here, so we had to shave off some of the shoulder so that this thing would slip forward like that, and then we could be able to mount it. Alright, we got to thread this thing all the way in to give ourselves the play we need to get the thing mounted. Go ahead and cut it if you want. Now we're good. I'm going to grab a fulcrum point here. Okay. And just adjust that back out. And we previously put some grease in the socket. Okay, there we go. Now it's just a matter of adjusting. And sometimes these tracks will collapse back to the point where you need to put a come along in the front and separate them so you can get your adjusting forks back in there. So this is just one example of how to set it up to pull your tracks forward with the come along. So now we got to adjust the tracks to the specifications. Before we do that, I'm going to release this. Back it out. Go the other way. There we go. Starting to tighten the tracks up.